Oh, missed the GoPro by that much. Woo. Hi, it's Todd at Todd's Workshop and Todd Cutler here, and I'm back with Michael Allison. So Michael throws javelin for Team GB, under 20s, and I think we've established over very many films, I can't throw, Michael can. Just have a look at some of these. So you better enjoy this one, because actually this is now coming up to Michael's academic season, not his sporting season, so you're back at uni in a week or two, aren't you?
Yeah, a couple of weeks.
So this will be it until next year. So this one is the medieval fletched javelin. And it's this thing here. So it's got a whopping big head on it. Fletchings on the back. And can be thrown with or without a throwing string. So anyway, Michael, first impressions of this thing?
Yeah, I mean, well, just throwing the javelin without the string, I'd imagine it's going to be well in my comfort zone, pretty similar to the pilum and to the normal javelin, but this leather strap is nothing like I've ever thrown with before, so it's going to be interesting. What
I would say is your standard javelins are 800 grams, aren't they? The pilum was coming in at about 12 or 1300 grams, I think, so, you know, significantly heavier. These are about 500 grams. But before we go on, because I am making the most of Michael on this day, there's going to be a bonus film at the end of this, and that bonus film is Man Throws Rock. Now, I can't promise that Man Throws Rock is going to be internet gold. But the thing is, there is a good reason for this, because this was genuinely a weapon that legionaries trained with, Roman legionaries trained with. Anyway, let's go down the range and we'll start throwing this stuff. And we're going to start throwing without the strings on it, just to get a feel for what the thing's like. So, Michael, take it away. I'm guessing our GoPro's out at about 40, 45 metres, something like that.
Yeah.
But bear in mind, guys, today, 45 mile an hour gusts, about 65 kilometres an hour, so pretty much coming that way. Anyway, Michael. Oh, missed the GoPro by that much. Oh, lovely. Oh, just over. So we were getting there, a nice kind of casual throw, I suppose, 45 metres. Yeah. Shall we just try throwing one sort of off to one side a little bit?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Badly
I'll try, like, not throw it straight and see if it corrects.
So the context of these things is you see them a lot thrown by skeletons, but we ignore the fact they're thrown by skeletons, but you see them a lot in medieval artwork involving ships and castles, sieges, that sort of thing. And my gut feeling is with the fletchings, you've got a few things going on. If you're a good javelin thrower, you won't throw that as far because the fletchings create drag. But the other thing about it is that they stabilise really quickly, just like they do with the plumbata.
Yep.
Let's go again, see what thoughts you got on it. Right, Michael, what are we trying on this one?
Yeah, so whereas normally I'd be trying to throw these perfectly straight along their line, I'm just going to throw them a bit more like that. So as I come over, release like that and see if it's going to correct.
In essence, see how badly you can throw it.
Yeah.
And it still work.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
It sort of did that, didn't
Yeah.
it? It snaked a little bit, but pretty much ended up where you were aiming at.
Yeah. I mean, the key thing is it did go straight in the end. It's just in the air, it wobbled around and probably lost a bit of distance, but not too much. 5 metres maybe.
Next one, go again. Okay. Yeah.
That one I did even worse, and you can see. You know what, this one, I might literally just go like...
Well, literally sideways.
As bad as possible. This is like
You're
against
having fun
all
now.
of my nature, this is.
Put your training back years. All right. Well, there we go. The last one, because of the camera angle, is looking offline. It's not offline, it's maybe a metre to the left. It's just a trick of the lens. Nobody can throw that badly, really.
Yeah.
But it's a really interesting point, that, because what it means is that it can de-skill things a lot. You know, if you're in a shield wall and you're throwing these things out or whatever, and your mate is screaming there because he's had his foot chopped off, and somebody behind you just gets an arrow in the face just at the moment you're about to throw, put you off your stride a bit?
I'd think so, yeah.
Yeah. So de-skilling a weapon, reducing the absolute skill required, is actually a good thing to do, as well as, perhaps, and this is my theory, you see them in the context of ships and things because of the interaction of rigging and stuff like that. So now, Michael, what's up next?
Well, we're going to put on the strap and see how it affects it.
Okay, so we're going to do 2 throws, one with a throwing string on it, one without. basically just get your feedback. How does it feel? And so on. Things like the length of the string, the position of the string, that's all going to be really important, and we're not going to know that now on throw 1. So that's what we're going to have a look at now, is developing those positions to make it throw nicely. So first off, no string. Nice, so 25 metres. Oh, that was a metre less.
I think the string was in the wrong position on that one.
Okay.
It felt, I mean, I'll try again. I'll adjust it a bit. It felt like the string needs to be further back. Yeah. Because as it came out, it sort of felt like it was.
Oh, I wasn't watching
going
for
up
that,
and
actually.
Getting away from me.
Yeah.
What I want is my hand in the same position it would be normally, I think, and then, yeah, so about there.
Okay.
Seems to be good.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So that was a much, much cleaner throw, actually.
Yeah. And you can see, because the one before, because it was already trying to tip back out my hand, it immediately went like that.
Yeah.
We've got a bit of a headwind, and that's probably why it completely died. Whereas that one came out nice and straight, and it's gone 10 metres further.
So what's up this time?
So, I mean, we're going to experiment with positioning of the strap, and I'm just throw it a bit harder, because I'm also wondering if, when I throw it harder, if I'm going to want the strap in a different location. Don't know why that would be, but
I have a feeling you might.
I feel like that might happen.
Take it away. Lovely. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's gone very far right.
Oh, nice. So, a good throw, clean throw, didn't buck. Only a couple of metres further, though.
Yeah, give me a few more throws. I feel like I need to get a bit more used to it, because it is a bit different, especially when I'm throwing harder.
Well, I think that's probably quite a good position then, actually, Michael. So if I just leave you alone for half an hour, I'll get a cup of coffee, do nothing, obviously, and I'll come back and see how you do.
Sure.
Pick it up from there. So I left you alone for a bit.
Yeah. So my first thoughts are, I think I found the right sort of position for this, which is, I want it in my hand where I'd have it without the strap. So right on the balance point, I sort of have the balance point
that's interesting.
in my palm, and then that is where I want the strap. So it's further back than we initially thought. Otherwise, it just does that straight away. And then I also need to make a bit more of a conscious effort to keep and flick my finger through, because what you're essentially getting, I've realised, is the javelin's left your hand, but you've still got the strap on your finger, so you just do a last little push. And especially on the easy throws, it just feels like you're almost holding on to it longer.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can really describe it.
I think have another go with these, see how far we can get them. We've moved the GoPro back to about 55, 60 metres. Give it a go, and then we'll change strap positions, strap lengths.
Sure.
Do that. Oh, beautiful. So 3 metres wide of the GoPro, but same kind of length. Nice, but a really clean throw. Oh. Lovely.
I think the wind caught that one a little.
Yeah. Yeah, lovely. Again, same kind of distance. So you're consistently getting, whatever it is, 55, 60 metres. And intriguingly, though, you were just saying before that you feel that actually the harder you throw, the less improvement that string gives you.
On the short throws, on the easy ones, it just feels like I can noticeably feel like the javelin's left my hand and then I'm pulling it further. Whereas on these ones, I just don't really get that feeling.
Yeah. Okay, that is interesting. If that is the case across the board, actually, because of course you are an elite thrower in that sense, and most guys throwing these things are not going to be, it leaves the intriguing possibility to me that actually it gives more back to intermediate throwers than it does to very good ones. So,
should we try some different strap lengths?
I think try different strap lengths. So we're developing a theory here, which is essentially that you want to throw it from the natural balance point.
Yep.
And then obviously you then have a length of string. That length of string needs to connect to the javelin in the right place. So we'll just give that a go, see how that is. Okay. So that bucked massively.
Yep. It felt like the string was too long. It just felt like I'd released it, and then as I pulled it, it wasn't pulling it forwards, it was just pulling the tail down, and that's what made it buck.
I think that could well be what you're doing, in fact, is actually that you are, as you're pulling down,
because
the back is doing this.
Your hand, as you release, doesn't go straight forward.
No, of course not.
It comes down. So my hand's on its way down, and the string just pulled the tail down. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, I think if it's too long, it just makes it buck.
Interestingly, I had exactly this problem trying to throw darts off a trebuchet. It was pulling the back of the dart down. It's amazing how many parallels there are between these different things. So, shall we go back again and try an even shorter string?
Yeah, I think shorter is better, especially when you're throwing hard.
Yeah. I think we're coming up with a conclusion here, aren't we, actually?
We're getting somewhere.
So we've got 3 of our fletched javelins here with different length strings on. So that one is a little bit longer than the last you threw, and this is now shorter. Right, take it away. Just throw them and get a gut feeling.
I'll start with the original one.
Oh. So this is the last of them now with the shortest of straps, shorter than we have tried before, actually. Nice. So this time round, we've got 3 short straps on all 3, and we're just going to see how we go. Lovely. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Beyond the GoPro. So I think against the odds, actually, we've come up with a conclusion, because I was expecting us to go, I kind of like this, but not really understanding the methodology. These could be issued to a bunch of guys. But the thing is, they are all going to be running on different strap lengths. What suits them? So I can't tell you what suits you, but I can tell you about 20 centimetres, 8 inches suits Michael, and about double that suits me. So I don't know what that means. But anyway, I think against the odds, we came up with a conclusion. So brilliant. But Michael, I'm just going to say goodbye now, but we're back for our little bonus film, Man Throws Rock. You never have seen this one before. So Michael's armed with his rocks. I'm armed with my books. So first up, we've got Vegetius here, Roman general, and he wrote, after the heyday of the Roman Empire, about training methods. Now this is really interesting here. So, it's advisable that recruits should be thoroughly trained at casting stones by hand or with slings. Slings we know. But this means that Roman legionaries are taught to throw stones as a weapon. And then at the end it says, it often happens too that warfare is carried out in stony places. Stones are available. Teach your guys to throw them. So how heavy is a stone? Well, we do know actually that there are Roman fortifications, I would imagine that Europa would be one of them, where there are piles of stones ready for the throwing. But in here, the Catapult of History, it also talks about it, and this is the book that put me onto it, and it talks about it being 1 libra, Roman pound, 330 grams. That's, I don't know, work it out in modern pounds, but about 3/4 of a pound, something like that. So Michael, you're armed with your stones. You going to have a go at our barbarian?
Yeah, let's see what damage I can do.
Man throws rock. I've been waiting years for this. Nice puff of dust there. That'll look great in slow-mo.
I bet it will. Hit the boss again.
Did it?
Or...
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Good.
Woo. It's going to hurt you, but they're not really that good. I'd rather have a plumbata if I were throwing something.
Some lovely shots to the shield and to the torso there. No face shots, unfortunately, Michael.
No. Turns out I'm more accurate with a spear than a rock, apparently.
Well, it is your thing. It's a bit more technologically advanced as well. So anyway, Michael, pleasure. Man throws rock. Thank you.